Hello, hello, hello. Is anybody here? I am unbelievably tired. Where's the chat? Chat. I kinda just want the regular chat. I forgot how to do it. I think that's it right there. I just gotta. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh my god, my eyes. If I sound a little bit sick, it's because I've had like 2 hours of sleep. What is going on, everybody? Just upgraded my Mac to M2 Pro, so not gonna exchange it. Fair. I'll actually show you guys. If you are new to the channel, you probably don't know this. But this that I have right here is the M1 MacBook Air. As you can see, it has the leather skin by D brand, but I've still been using this faithfully, as you can see here. MacBook Air. This is my baby. It's my baby, but I think it might be time to upgrade. I got to turn on the lights in the back. Kitchen, backsplash on, kitchen lights on. I think I can make this bigger, right? Boom. Oh wait, won't it like go over? Oh, I think it will actually. Is your iPhone 15 Pro speaker crackling? Mine is. Mine is not crackled whatsoever. So yeah, this is like my main laptop that I've been using since this laptop has came out. And actually, let me turn off the blur effect. This has been the main laptop for the channel since it came out to like 2019. And I actually had a video where I was gonna make a video. Whoa. Gotta move this down. I was gonna make a video talking about how I still use this computer and why it's like still the best MacBook Apple's made in a very long time, but I just never got around to it. And coincidentally, Apple announces an event about potentially new MacBooks, hopefully M3. I still love this machine. If I wasn't traveling and editing, I probably wouldn't care too much, but it's getting to a point where I can actually feel the need of upgrading because there's nothing really wrong with this M1 Pro or M1 MacBook Air with 16 gigs of RAM. It's just when I try to edit on this, like I'm just so used to everything being smooth at home. It's just not up to par, and I'd honestly be okay with M2 with the encoding and decoding processors that it has, but I just didn't really feel the need to upgrade. And surprisingly, right, let me be right back. I actually have an M2 MacBook Air, but I just don't use it because the M1 Air pretty much does everything I need it to do just as good. And I like the design of the M1 Air much more. But yeah, I would be happy to upgrade to M3 for the MacBook Air. I think most people probably don't need to upgrade. Mine is really just traveling purposes. I just need a bit more power on the go, but I don't want to pony up MacBook 14-inch money, even on the used market. I think the reason why I like the MacBook Air is just how power efficient it is. You know, when it comes to charging it, especially when it comes to international travel, like the fact that this thing only needs like 15 watts to charge. So that might be an exaggeration. I think it's like 30 watts to charge. I don't need like the 60-watt charger that the 14-inch and even the 16-inch need. So like I'm using it on the plane is a breeze because I don't need all that power. Even since it's not like a Pro Max or Ultra chip, I'd argue it's way more power efficient, so the battery lasts even longer, and I think that's also pretty important when it comes to traveling. But overall, I mean, I just think that the regular M chips that like aren't Pro, Max, or Ultra are just the way to go when it comes to like long-term traveling with a laptop. So yeah, voice control kitchen lights. They're actually not voice control. I actually use Home Assistant. So yeah, I could probably show this. It's fine. So I actually use Home Assistant. So I'll just like move this over to the side here. And move this over to the side, and you can see that like my kitchen filter isn't on right now, but it'll like show me all that good stuff. But you know, if I turn off the backsplash, like so, you see that it gets dark right there, light right there, and then I can just tap on this, those lights cut off, and then backsplash off, on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off, on. Anyway. So yeah, that's the kitchen. I can control each individual light. I can do the color, so I can have this be red, have this be, I don't know, pink, stuff like that. But I usually just keep it on the default color, just to make my life a little bit easier. Call it a day. We'll have it be orange since it's Halloween. But yeah, Home Assistant, it's great stuff. Whoa, the background changed. I was not expecting that. Yeah, the M1s remind me of MacBooks of 2000s in performance and aesthetics. As a baby, I threw up on my mom's MacBook and it lasted her like 10 more years. Okay, that's a interesting fun fact. Got an M1 MacBook Air, one with old used 16 gigabytes of memory, 512 storage for 70. Good stuff. What's up, Noah? Long time no see, buddy. Actually, I don't know if I can show it. Let me see. I don't know if I should show this. I don't know if I should show this. Okay. Okay, I'll show this first. Just to give you guys some context. I'm dragging this bad boy over here. So I use Proxmox. So I do like a lot of virtualization and whatnot. So right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 containers running. But yeah, I've been told by my friends to make a video on this. I've gotten into a very deep rabbit hole of like virtualization and like home lab stuff. It's fun. It's the reason why I still use my MacBook Air, because I don't do any development work on this laptop. And when I say on this laptop, I mean there's nothing native being done. I just SSH into my home lab, which is that cracked door you see back there. I just SSH to my home lab, do all my work, and then I'm good to go. And with that, I really don't need a powerful laptop. I just have to make sure that I have a decent internet connection and that my home lab is running, and then I'm good. And I can honestly get away with using a Chromebook, and this setup is, I think, the best setup in the world, because as much as I like the 14 and 16 inch, those laptops for me are just too chunky. They're too thick, too heavy, not as power efficient. And if I can just go into a terminal, SSH to my machine at home, do all my work, no problem, it's the way to go. And this thing is so light, like, it's unbeatable. Anyway, maybe I'll do a video on Proxmox if you guys are interested in home lab. Would be nice, but Yeah, people are talking about the Snapdragon. El Snapdragon. Apparently there's some good stuff going on. Snapdragon X. There is a very scary Apple event. This is the first Apple event, I believe, that is at night. Jeez. I'm exhausted. Exhausted. That is what I am. Exhausted. Why is my phone not charging? I say my phone, but just to prove it to you guys, at this moment, there is no SIM card. It shows SOS, so relax. It's not my main phone right now. I just have it as like a thing to see. What the heck? Okay, well, can't win them all, I guess. Do not copyright strike me. I've listened to a lot of Halloween music. It is nice. It is nice. I haven't gone into the leaks or the rumors, so I don't even know. I don't know anything about this event. I'm going into it completely blind. Hopefully, it's M3. Oh my god, this is beautiful, Apple. Beauty. I think I need to change this. What the heck? Oh, here we go. I think I need to trim this. Filters. Edit filters. And I think I need to crop and pad. And then the top. There we go. Okay, I'll set this to like 100 so I don't like tap myself into oblivion. And I can probably move this down. And then look at the filters. Probably go 150. Move this down. Okay, that should be better. What kind of dev work do I do? So I'm a tech lead, PM, senior software engineer, and I don't know. I do a lot of stuff in the cloud, do a lot of like data pipelining. So I mean, most of the work that I do is like on AWS, but I still like mess around with a lot of Docker stuff. You know, basically like a full stack developer. Don't really like to delve too much into the UI side of things on the front end with React and stuff and JavaScript. I would say I like to focus more so on the back end. So yeah, just building out solutions for that. I think the event will be more fluff than actual products. Hope they discuss about Vision Pro. I forgot about Vision Pro, to be completely honest. Completely forgot about it. Completely forgot about it. What up, King? The only king in here is you. The Pixel reviews are coming. They are coming. I don't know, man. I don't know. Google. It's truly a love-hate relationship with the Pixel. I don't know. I don't know. Whenever I want to say good things, bad things just happen on the Pixel. And then when bad things start happening, it actually just stays bad. My main problem with the Pixel is the Pro model. I just think the Pro model is way too much for what you get. The regular, I said this in my original review, the regular non-Pro model and the A series is where the value for your money is. Did you get your Pixel Fold issue resolved? I did. I actually have a video coming out on that. I got my money back. Okay, wait, I think I actually just broke my chat. filter. I think I'm supposed to go to the bottom, right? Because if I do 0. Wait, no. 150. Why is it not refreshing? Okay, there we go. That's weird. Yeah, like $6.99. I think that's the price, like $700. Value pyramid. Like, I think, and you're getting most of the pro features, unless you really, really care about the camera. Sure, go for the pro model. But like, $1,000 for a Google phone when like you're basically in the same price category as Apple and Samsung, and they offer you more with better hardware ecosystem products. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. I would go Samsung. But like, if your budget is like 700s, then you're talking. Then the Pixel has a reason to be in the room with the conversation. But when someone's like, I'm gonna buy $1,000 Pixel phone, I'm like, at that price, you might as well just get a Samsung. You considering checking out OP Open? Oh, I think I was on vacation. I was on vacation last week. I forgot all about the OnePlus Open. Oh my god. Hasselblad. Dare I need to say any more about this brand? Hasselblad. I like the Pixel 8 because it has value, pre-order stuff as well. Yeah, I think, I don't know if you got the watch or the Pixel Buds. I have something to say about the Pixel Buds, or not the Buds, the watch. Waste of money, 100%. I would never touch that watch. For that price, there's no way. I would say it's like, in terms of like UI and like experience, I would say it's better than the Galaxy Watch series. But for $350, that thing is a scam. Alright, let's watch this feature video.
Imagine you're
Why are you so loud and obnoxious?
holding the world's most impressive phone in your hands. What would it look like? Where would you take it? How would it feel in your hands? What would you do with it?
Music kind of hitting though.
Around in different windows. Could you multitask? I mean, really multitask. Now imagine how strong it feels and how light. Maybe it feels dreamy when you open it. Maybe the display is state of the art and the materials are just as advanced. Or maybe it just looks beautiful. Or perhaps you just take the perfect picture with it. With its cutting-edge camera system. Or maybe it's more specific. Maybe you'd capture more light and more color than ever before. Maybe you take it and go out and film everything you can in Dolby Vision.
The black is clean.
Just to play it back in Dolby Vision later. But what's the point? What's the point of all that? Unless it also has a massive battery and super fast charging. Well, then you might just use it all day. Actually, I think if you imagine that phone, and it became a reality, you'd finally have a phone that can do everything you want. A phone that's truly open for everything.
I think OnePlus is making a comeback. I think they had a few years where they lost the OG crowd by like just becoming a flagship phone at like a flagship price. But I mean, when they first introduced Hasselblad, I was like, what the heck is this? And the camera still wasn't even that great. But I think they're making a comeback. When I went to India, they were everywhere. Them and Vivo were everywhere. Oh, phone looks good. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Would you go for an M3 Max? Personally, no. I can't use all that power. This is the greatest thing. That's what I love about. Where's my fold? Every time I need my fold, it's missing. It's here somewhere. Multi-spatial speakers, that's nice. Pro XDR displays. Hey, are they allowed to use that? A pixel stacked revolution, fast and smooth. Snapdragon, God bless. Fast charging, God bless. You can never go wrong with OnePlus's fast charging. Where's your black? Nana Kofi Alarbi subscribed. Thank you for the sub. Just like the best-selling Pro Max. Wait, are they taking shots at Apple? I would buy this. Just give me some time. Financial department's hurting. Financial department is hurting. If Google offered higher trade-in in their own devices, I'd give them a chance. True. Tectonic, what is going on? Yeah, I mean, there are people that get like the Max models. I don't know how. I generally like... It's just too much power. It is simply too much power. Let me go ahead and hit buy real quick. Like, look at this. Actually, let me go here. Let me do a little bit of changing. Let's just say Cupertino. What the heck? Why must you be so difficult? Okay, regardless, this is what I wanted to show you. Right, the Max. It gets to, listen, I love Apple, I love giving them money, but it gets to a point where I'm just like, you guys have enough money, I don't need to give you any more. This is insane. If you're paying this much for a laptop, you're truly replacing your desktop. Nelson Bendella, thanks for the sub. But like, I cannot use that much power, and I'm not a person who's like, oh, I'm going to use this and like future-proof myself. I'm buying what I need now, okay? I'm not trying to spend money for the future. What is your phone of the year? It's gotta be this. This guy. This guy. I don't know. The 15 Pro Max is great and all, but looking back on this entire year, my SIM card has been the S23 Ultra the longest. And that's where I had the most enjoyment. I mean, when I went back to iPhone, I was like, all right, I remember why the ecosystem is here. But it's tight. The S23 Ultra is probably, at least from what's available for me, because I think the OnePlus 11 is also another good phone. Psych, I don't think it has wireless charging. Don't quote me on that. But S23 Ultra, it's just the device that does it all. It's just the device that does it all. Amazing display. Speakers are loud enough for me. Battery life is insane. Better than iPhone. I will debate that till I'm blue in the face. Cameras are exceptional. Or I should say photos. Videos could still use some work, but you know, it's whatever. Keyboard's great, customization's great, feel is great, charging's great. Like, it just checks all the boxes of what you want from a smartphone. Dex is great. I really don't know why a person would pick a Pixel. Greetings from South Korea. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but we will toss it into Google Translate and give you a proper hello.
이승준.
Welcome to the stream. Mine will be 15 Pro Max, even as an Android guy. I mean, I don't want to say it's a toss-up. I think the S23 Ultra slightly edges out the 15 Pro Max, but that 15 Pro Max was an enjoyable experience. I wonder what's the reason to release M3 if M2 is perfectly good. Is there even a sense to release new laptops this year? Sounds like useless consumerism. That is a good point. Consumerism is a thing. Capitalism is a thing. Investors like when Apple keeps producing things, showing them that, you know, their R&D money is not just going to waste. Like someone said, it might be a thing up for Apple Vision Pro. A little bit more insight on that. But I feel like when Apple Silicon first came out, it was also in October. And then things started shipping out in November, December. So it's going to be interesting to see what they announce today. Because Apple events aren't taken lightly. Is the 15 Pro worth getting? Yeah. I mean, you can argue that for any phone. Right? I don't like the skin lightning on the Galaxy cameras. That's like an automatic deal breaker. Skin lightning? What does that mean? Professor Tech Nerd. S23 Ultra is my pick. I was torn between S23 and Pixel, one for S23. Hope they add Face ID. Face ID would be nice. One thing I do like about the Pixel, though, the facial recognition. I was dogging on it at the beginning of my unboxing video. How, like, it's not that great. I mean, don't get me wrong. It still sucks compared to Face ID. But biometrics and having it scan your face during the day, amazing. Galaxy, trash. But Android fans, please tell me, how is facial recognition so bad on your platform? And Apple solved this like 5 years ago. Not even. Like 8 years ago. Thoughts on the Bose in general, speakers, headphones, and OnePlus Buds Pro 2. I can't speak on Bose just because I've never used them. OnePlus Buds Pro I can speak on because when I used the first generation, I was like, these are amazing. I think they were like $40 or like $50 when they came out. And I would say, like, for value for money, the OnePlus Buds Pro was where it was at for me. Like, if I needed to get headphones that were wireless, did fast charging, all that good stuff, I went for the, or maybe I'm thinking about the OnePlus Buds, or OnePlus Buds X. Let me look at their stack, but can't speak on the Buds Pro 2. Audio. Yeah, this is actually what I was talking about. This is amazing. For value for your money, I think these are underrated. When it comes to the Pro models, I can't really speak that much on them. If they're anything like their counterpart that's like $100 less, I would assume they're good. But I think these are a steal. I missed something in the chat. Basically, no one uses facial recognition on Android because fingerprints. That is false. That is false. I actually disagree. I prefer facial recognition than fingerprints. And I would argue my face is more consistent than the fingerprint scanner on both Samsung and the Pixel. The only benefit of fingerprint is not having to pick up your phone to unlock it. That's like, I would say, the only benefit. Other than that, I think the face recognition is just better 9 times out of 10. And the Pixel proved that. Like when I set up my face on the Pixel and then I was going into apps using biometric and it just like immediately like recognized my face and I was into apps, it's just better. Because the thing is with the fingerprint sensor, when you're like logging into apps, you have to put your finger back on the screen to continue. But with facial recognition, you just keep looking at your device and it just keeps on going. But hey, that's just my hot take. I just found out about the best value headphones for Android. It's the brand new Apple EarPods USB-C. I heard about that. I heard about the USB-C EarPods, which is not what I'm using. I'm using the regular ones, the aux ones. Maybe I'll switch over to the USB-C one, but who knows? I heard the microphone quality is way better. You're not hearing this microphone quality. It's something else. So I actually can't stream the event, by the way, guys. I am one copyright strike away from just completely getting my Twitch obliterated. So I can't stream it on Twitch. What do you mean back on the screen? Isn't the majority of scanners in the screens now? Well, yes. Okay, here's the thing that I'm talking about, right? Let's say I'm going to my banking app or basically any app that accepts biometrics. The fingerprint sensor is in the screen, but if I want to use biometrics, I have to press my finger first, hope it recognizes it, which 8 times out of 10 it does, and then it lets me in. But if you have your face as a biometric, you just look at it and you're still in. You don't have, there's no extra step. And on top of that, if you're picking up your phone, chances are you're gonna be looking at your device to like do something with, and you're basically just in your phone. Like I found with Face ID, every time I pick up my phone, it recognizes my face 9.9 times out of 10. With the fingerprint sensor, I'd say it's probably also pretty close in terms of like recognition and whatnot. But you once again have to press your finger to first get into the phone, whereas the face, you're already in. And Apple solved that like 6-7 years ago on the iPhone 8. Well, iPhone 10. I mean, you can slice it either way. If anything, I wish there was both a fingerprint sensor and facial recognition on the phone. I also think in public too. Like, I think fingerprint sensor would be nice in public, but I also feel like I'm picking up my phone less as well when I'm on Face ID. But yeah, Huawei has Face ID with the same technology that iPhones have. Other Androids just use cameras, not 3D sensors, but you get ultrasonic fingerprint. It's slightly more secure and it's faster unlock. Yeah, I've heard about that about Huawei, how they have that little bar at the top, which has the similar technology that the iPhone has. I mean, just do a 3D scan of the face, right? The problem is, do not use a photo. I'm actually curious how Google is doing it, because for the face setup, it's different from like Samsung, because Samsung, you literally just stare at the screen and it's like, all right, face is set up, and it's like, okay. Google, you have to stare, look up, and look down. So I don't know if they're taking 3 different photos of you and kind of meshing them together to form a face, and then that's how it's able to accurately scan your face in like different orientations. But Little Happy Elf, or a Little Happy Elf, thanks for the 2,600 bits on Twitch. We see you on the YouTube side. I am also streaming on Twitch. But yeah, I think you can go either way. It's a preference thing. I watch Twitch and type on here. Twitch has lower latency, about 5 seconds faster than YouTube. Yeah, I don't have the ultra low setting on YouTube. Twitch is great. I just don't want to get banned. I bought the S23 Ultra and had it for a couple weeks, but returned it because the size. Carrying a brick in my pocket was a deal breaker. The amount of fun you get is crazy. Smooth AF. True. True. This is a big phone. And you know what we do with big phones? Oh, by the way, I found the flip. I think it's the S21, right? This is the S21. This is the S22. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, regardless, I was just gonna say just get like the regular size S23, but then that feels so small. The S23 spoiled me for sure. Do you think Apple will ever release an SE Plus, kind of like the 6 Plus, 7 Plus? I kind of miss Touch ID on iPhone. I don't know. I don't know. Does the SE even sell well? Is the first question. Like, if I was a business executive at Apple, I'd be like, why are we talking about the SE if it doesn't sell well? Let's talk about the money makers. I don't know. What target audience is the SE even for at this point? Like, I feel like Apple as a brand, do they really even need to compete in like the entry level? I'd like to see their distribution of how many people buy their devices, because it honestly just seems like the SE is burning their money. Nah, with Face ID, you have to pick up the phone, then unlock it. It sees your eyes, and then you gotta swipe in to get in. This is slow when you can just tap on the screen, boom, unlocks. That is true. That is a fair statement. The normal S23 feels too small to use, but it is the same size as the 6.1 iPhone. That just doesn't feel too small. I think it's the squared off edges that makes it seem smaller than what it really is. Let's go to GSM Arena. GSM Arena. Whoa! The Xiaomi 14 Pro came out. I don't know. This phone looks amazing. You make classic thumbnails. Is that a compliment or is that an insult? SE probably the best selling model in India. It's pretty nice, lower resolution, latest chip, means super snappy experience. Okay, that is a compelling argument. SE is for grandparents and teens. Okay. For real, can you show me the S23? Dude, what is with Google Translate? Can you show me the S23 lagging on the fingerprint and failing to unlock when you have to try it in your hands? I don't know if this... Hold on, I think my S23 is on the table. Right here. I think this is the S23. Let's see. Settings about. Would you look at that? This is. Get my face out the way. S23. And then where's the regular iPhone? I mean, it's actually the same size, if I'm being honest. I do like the matte finish on the S23 though, but If you use a case, don't worry about anything I'm about to say about design. But yeah, I think they're pretty much the same. Come on, turn on for me. Turn on. There we go. Wait. Okay, no legal information has been shown. Come on. They're the same size. I personally like the screen on the S23. Dang, this one is light, by the way. Jeez. Jeez. Alright, let's just for a sanity check. S23 versus the 15. 14, 146, 147, 70, 1. I mean, you're splitting hairs. It's like it's within a 1 millimeter difference. When you have both in hand, you can definitely tell. But yeah, they're basically the same price. By the way, if you're trying to compare devices, I highly recommend this site. It gives you specs, features. I actually wanted to like replicate this on website, like make my own, so people can go to my site. Anyway, but yeah, 25 watt wired. I mean, okay, that 15 wireless. Does anyone want Touch ID back on iPhones? Me. Hey bro, we are still waiting on your opinion about the new Pixel 8 Pro, especially for the camera, and do you recommend it for someone that can take natural true to life photos? Okay, let me spoil it. My review. I initially made a video on like a day in the life of using the Pixel 8 Pro, and it was honestly great. And then the next day it was like a 180, and it had terrible battery life, and it did not last me as long. Because I think the Pixel 8 Pro, like when I did the day in the life video, I woke up at like 7 a.m. and it lasted me until 1 a.m. the next day. And I actually edited this out of a video I made before. I didn't post it, but I feel like day in a life videos are kind of fake in a way, because rarely ever am I that concerned about battery life. Like, people are always saying like, oh, I have 8 hours of on-screen time, which I think is also not a accurate measurement of how much battery life you're actually using. But like, in a day, I charge my phone, no matter how big or small the battery is. If I am going somewhere, I'm not going to chance it. I'm going to like add in any extra juice that I can. If I'm driving, I'm probably going to charge it in there. If I'm flying, I'm probably going to charge on the plane. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not using my device, not charging at all. Anyway, yeah, the Pixel 8 Pro, the battery life, it's like a hit or a miss. I am going to give it the benefit of the doubt, because unlike my Pixel 7 Pro review, where that was like 8 months into the life cycle of the Pixel 7, a lot of those issues should have been resolved. But with the Pixel 8, I'm giving it a bit of a benefit of the doubt, because it is Android 14, which is like newly released. So there is like optimization that needs to occur. So I am taking that into account. You know, I'm trying to be fair like Apple, right? I can't give Apple the benefit of the doubt of being on iOS 17, getting bugs and stuff resolved, and not give that same, you know, type of fairness to Pixel. But anyway, long-winded answer to say that I think the phone is good. I just still think what I originally said. I don't think the Pro model is worth it. Unless you really, really just want to be in the Google ecosystem and use a lot of Google services. But I'd also argue that a lot of the Google services are pretty much the same experience on both iPhone and Samsung. I know a lot of people don't get Samsung because of like dual apps. I would say it's not that big of an issue. Like, if you're getting to Android for like customization and all this other stuff, I mean, how much more effort is it for you to delete the Samsung apps, right? I get the argument for iPhone people because they're lazy, but if you're on Android, you're a customization freak. Well, you're most likely customization freak. So I don't know how you can complain about, oh, I'm doing all this stuff with my Pixel, but I don't want to get a Samsung because I don't want to delete the Samsung apps. It's really not that big of a deal. The regular 8 model, I think, is where Google really needs to... I think that's where the Pixel excels, at that $699 price point. And when the 8A comes out, I think that's going to be an even better phone. I think that's probably going to be like $799. But $1,000 still for a Pixel, I just think is outrageous, especially with the competition at that price point. So I would not recommend the Pro. I'd still just recommend the regular device. Photos look amazing, like actually amazing. I was not exaggerating in my unboxing video, but if I had a ranking, I really do think the Pixel had the best camera that I've used so far this year. In terms of versatility, though, I would still give it over to... I'd still give it over to Samsung in terms of versatility, but the quality of the photos, Pixel hands down. I have never looked that good. And I'm not just showboating that because of myself. I've never looked that good. And photos I've taken have also never looked that good as well. Alright, I'm getting a ton of comments. Hopefully that answered your video, or that answered your question on the Pixel. Whether or not I advise it. Let me hop back into the Apple event because we are getting pretty close. I'm actually disappointed with the action button. I think it is too high and the case makes it less clickable. 100%. 100%. 100%. Why did they put the action button where the lock and, or like the mute switch was? Makes no sense to me. And then there's case manufacturers making like cutout holes for it. Also doesn't make sense to me. You should have that be a press-in button, not a cutout. Design one. I mean, I'm not a designer, so maybe people do prefer the cutout, but I think for cases it should be a button press, not a cutout. But yeah, like, why is it up there? I guess for accidental stuff like presses, you're not gonna hit it, but just put it on the lock button. Like, I know Apple users are stupid, but we're not that stupid, okay? We're probably gonna know what we're trying to do when it comes to the buttons that we're hitting. Thumbnails are great. Makes me click because the way you look at the devices makes me want to hear your thoughts. Thank you. Should I get 512 or 256 gigabytes on the Pixel 8 Pro? Sheesh. If your money allows, if you're a person that does a lot of like photography, or just like you install a lot of apps and you don't delete it, I'd say 512 for peace of mind, but I think 256 is plenty. Plenty. The action button should have given us a fingerprint unlock. Yeah, 100%. Touch ID doesn't work well with people with sweaty hands. Also accurate. Ultrasonic fingerprint sensor on Galaxy devices work even with fully wet hands. That is false. That is false. I will... Hold on. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm going to go wet my hand just for proof. Look at that. Already fingerprint doesn't match. Okay, I'm in. Let me try it again. I'm going to wet my hands and try. I think with wet hands, it cannot unlock. Hands are wet. You can see. Oh my god, that's actually amazing. Wait. Oh my god, that's actually amazing. Wait, what? Wait, that's crazy. Wow. Samsung, you won me over. You won me over, Samsung. Yeah, amazing. Amazing. What can Samsung do anything wrong? I mean, yes, they can make exploding phones. Anyway, any thoughts on the S24 Ultra leaks? I do not look at leaks at all, so I have no idea. People always say events are boring, but I think it's more so that people just spoil themselves and then they're just like, we already knew all this. And it's like, I like to go in blind and then be excited for the actual event. So no, I know nothing about the S24 Ultra leaks. I don't want to know either. I just want the company to announce it and then I can make my own judgment off of it. I really want to switch back to Google, TSMC, and ditch Samsung for the chip manufacturing. Samsung made Tensor SoC chip, heats up faster, drains faster. Pixel 7a for me. Good choice. Pixel at $500 price point is great. Pro model can't handle flagship competition. Other Pro devices. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. When you start creeping up to Apple price territory, you gotta offer more than Apple. And the thing is, when I say, I'm saying Apple because you're not just buying an iPhone. You also have to compete with their accessories, their earbuds, their laptops, their watches. If you cannot compete with that, don't bother. Don't bother. I think that's what a lot of people are missing when it comes to the iPhone. People aren't buying the iPhone just for the iPhone. They're buying it for the rest of the ecosystem that works really well. Anyway, spending too many times on questions. If you upload files on Google Drive from an iPhone, exit the app, it stops uploading the file. I think that's an Apple thing. I think that's an iPhone thing. Like things just like don't, unless you're like uploading apps or something, or updating apps. When you lock the device, it like temporarily like cuts off the connection for some reason. I don't know. Could be wrong. You're so cool. So are you, Imran. Thanks, bro. No problem. I just bought the M2 Pro Mac Mini. Would be bummed if they release an M3 Pro chip. Don't be bummed out, bro. Don't be. You bought the device. It works. This is the problem with consumerism. Things just get released all the time. Be happy with it. I have an M2 Pro Mac Mini myself that I only use for video editing. I have to preference that. And streaming. That is it. Everything else I do with the M1 MacBook Air. But dude, just be happy with what you got. Who cares if the M3 is that much better? If the device works for you right now and it does what it needs to do, it did its job. When side loading is coming to iOS, funny. The Pixel uses optical flashbang at night. True. That's why the OnePlus devices always get me, because I'm like, dude, why is the fingerprint sensor so low? It's not natural. It doesn't work well when your hands are dry. Do you think Apple's actually going to make a 16 Ultra? Wait, like a phone? I hope they don't change the naming convention. I mean, if anything, they should just join Samsung and just name it the iPhone 24 for, you know, the year it was released. Okay, Apple's event is starting. Unfortunately, I cannot show you guys. I am sorry. I will have to watch off screen. I do not want to get banned. I will play the audio so you can at least hear. But yeah, I cannot show you, unfortunately. So let me pull up the stream. The thing is, I don't know how other people can do it. Like, it actually pisses me off how other people can like stream the event with like a little bit of opacity and they get nothing. I stream with 0.01 opacity, stream is shut down. Like, come on. How's that fair? Look at this, Apple. I'm streaming the event. Ha ha ha. Losers. Anyway, looking back at the chat, Gen 3 or Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 is a huge improvement based on YouTube reviews, beating Apple in many areas. Is that Snapdragon Gen 3 or is that the ARM-based chip that they're making? Apple, can you please chill out with the music? I'm trying to, you know, not be copyright struck. Is it going to be 3nm chip or 4nm? Don't play the audio. Will not play the audio. Noted. Okay, so maybe here's what I can do. I will mute this so you guys can't hear the audio. And then I will... Okay, we'll experiment with another Apple event. I'll show somewhat of it. Show us half of the screen. I can't. I can't. Hold on. First and foremost, let me unmute this and see... Whoa, I just went flying to the right. Let me unmute this and see if it picks up anything. Can you guys see this? No, you guys can't see that. Hey, Apple, I'm showing the event. Ha, losers. All right, I'm done. We're getting new Macs. 100%. That's hard. You guys can't hear anything, but I'm jamming over here. Actually, you know what I can do? I have an idea. I need my Apple. I need my Apple TV. Apple, I will outdo you this event.
We get there again. Another decisive game coming up.
Whoa, what kind of event is this? It's kind of creepy. Watch this. Actually, not yet. Let me clear off my table. I'm about to finesse this. Whoa, would you look at that? I'll show you guys like half. Boom! Come get me, Apple. Don't, actually. Should I blur it? Can I blur it? Let me blur it. Boom! Gotcha. %, by far. Is this? What do you guys see? Oh, Lord. Johnny! It's my boy! Okay, the TV is ahead of me, so I apologize. I just forgot that my lights aren't on. Hold up. Handy Cart Mexican, the stream is right here. And I see M3, baby! Woo! Baby. Wait, I'm blurred out. I can't play the audio. The audio is the copyright. The copyright killer. Show me. Okay, okay, this dynamic caching looks promising. Ray tracing on the max. I could care less, but it's there. Okay, that looks realistic. I'd like to see that chart again. That's it. Power efficiency. Okay, that's an improvement. Show me. Might be time to upgrade. 12 core. What? Y'all, wait, Apple, you're scheming. Ten cores? That next gen GPU. That's insane. I'm watching the event on my screen. The event is back here. I'm not allowed to show it for copyright issues, but you can see it in the background here. The other John. I like this guy. Hey, what about the MacBook Air? She's an actual professional. Oh, this is the base MacBook Pro. Wait. Yeah, this is like the base MacBook Pro. Wait, is this the 13-inch? Oh, never mind. Oh, this is perfect! This is what I need! Thank you, Apple. That's image and filter effects. That means the 14-inch starts at $15.99. $14.99 would be crazy. I've never seen that game before. Out of my price range. Not interested. Coders. If you buy this, you got money to burn. That looks so realistic. Ain't nobody buying 120 gigabytes of memory on a laptop. Why would they release a base M3 on a MacBook Pro? Base M3 deserves a fanless chassis. Maybe they'll leave that just for the MacBook Air design. But like for professionals who need longer like workloads, that's what the fan is for the Pro model. And the Pro also has like a bigger battery as well. You guys can't hear the music, but $22 hours of battery life. All night for me. Who needs more than 24 gigabytes of memory in general? There are some people. I can see some programmers who would need more than 24. This has to be $15.99. The base MacBook Pro 14-inch. What about the MacBook Air? New color? Gold? No way. Black? I swear if it's a black MacBook. Oh my god. Stop teasing me. Oh, it's black. Wait. It's black, no? Onyx? Whatever they want to call it. Space black. Let's go. Shoo. I'm already in love. Space black. Okay, why are they playing a video on the MacBook? We already know what that looks like. I just trash talked the 14-inch, now I want one. That black is a major go. Wait, is this Baldur's Gate? Pairing with the black PS5? Okay, but what about the Air? Yeah, I'd say like the Pro and Max models are kind of whatever from M2. It's more like the base chips are a bigger jump between the between the two. That space black though. Oh my god. That's like this. I'm in love. I don't know, silver is still kind of classy though. Bro, how does this guy have 3 XDR displays and then a TV? He's rich. John. $15.99. I knew it. I knew it. I had 2,000. Oh, 2,400. Order it today? I'm here. Apple, why are you teasing me? I can't buy it yet. Okay, no one cares about the iMac, let's be honest. Hey, nobody cares about the MacBook or the iMac. Bored. No one cares about the iMac. You're gonna get 20 times more performance. Oh, 2.5? Why are you spending so much time on the iMac? Move on. What about AI? It's a good question. Apple's probably asking themselves the same question. I swear to God, if I see MKBHD post a video, $30-minute event? Space black, baby. You're really trying to sell the world class, aren't you? Okay. MKBHD, I better not see a video. Alright, so that is the event, guys. Maybe people will trickle back in, but honestly, not bad. We low-key finessed the stream. Well, we'll see if I get a copyright strike tomorrow morning, but not bad. You said I could order it today. Oh, snap, here it is. See ya! Apple.com, give me that M3. Hold up, Apple student. That's what we need. Education pricing, yes sir. MacBook Pro, $14.99. Oh my god, $1,500 for this? That's crazy. Add to the bag. Review the bag. Should I pay monthly with an Apple Card? I hate Apple sometimes. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Before the orders come in. MKBHD, I better not see a video of you talking about the MacBook 14-inch. How you, oh look, I've had it for a week. Oh, they completely skipped over the iPads. True. What the heck? Wait, I can't log into Apple. Oh, God. I have screwed up. No availability. Okay, well. Go, 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 go. Continue the payments. Card. What card do I use? What card do I use? Where's my business card? Hello? Business. Shipping address? Yes, use that one. Ladies and gentlemen, look what we got here. Look what we got here. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Look at this. Look at this. Boom. I am satisfied. There are probably plenty of leakers, people who came up with the rumors or like stayed with the rumors. They're very disappointed. I'm satisfied. I went in with no expectations. I went in wanting a new MacBook. They delivered compared to the M1. The 14-inch now starting at $1,500. Amazing. I am snatching that in a heartbeat. Let's go. I'm so hyped. I was not expecting the 14-inch to drop in price and still retain like the XDR display, speaker, all that other good stuff. Like the base M3, ooh, actually battery life. Because the battery life isn't powering this trash display. Did I get, I got space gray! Cancel the order. No! Cancel the order. Hey, just get both. You know, why not? No, but seriously, we gotta. No! Cancel! Oh, dear Lord. Wait. Where's the education store? Wait! No way! Are you kidding me, Apple? I'm pissed. Hold on. Are you serious? Get out of here. MacBook, guys, look at this. MacBook Pro, look at this. Space black, right? Order now. 14-inch. M3, no space black option. Silver or space gray. M3 Pro, space black. I have to pay $2,000 for a new color? You're crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy. I'm about to order right now, actually. I'll see you guys there. Yeah, whatever. You got me. Whatever. Bro, you gotta pay $2,000 for a new color? Apple's... That is ludicrous. That is ludicrous. I don't even use that word, but that is ludicrous. Okay, can I do a poll in the chat? I'm pissed. How do you do a poll? Engage in the audience, start a poll. Space black 14-inch or 16-inch? 14-inch space black, 14-inch space. I'm so stupid. I'm pissed. Alright, there is a poll in the chat. Take a look. Should I get the 14-inch space black or the 16-inch space black? Oh, Lord. The finance department is gonna hate me. Everyone's saying 14. Yeah, 14 looks to be the winner. Dude, I don't need Apple. I don't need all this power. I just want the color. I might as well get the Max 16 version at this point. Jesus. Oh my, I'm so pissed. I was happy, but now I'm pissed. Oh my god. Well, you do get 18 gigabytes of RAM instead of 16, which is a weird... I guess with the dynamic caching that they're doing, I don't know. Whatever. I'm pissed. I was happy, but now I'm actually just upset. The finance department is not going to be happy with me. They're going to be like, you're buying another MacBook? Why are you buying two Mac? Blame Apple, okay? Don't blame me. Blame the company. Huh? Apple, what is this nonsense? You have exceeded the product quantity limit for the item in your bag. As a result, we're not... Why? There is one item in my bag. Uno item in my bag. Apple, don't play games with me right now. I was in the mood like 5 minutes ago. I'm no longer in the mood. Let me swipe my card. You get my money. You go to Wall Street saying, hey, Apple, again. Go to Wall Street saying, hey, we got new revenue. We got this guy to buy 2 MacBooks. Have your stock go up. Do your job as a company selling out to Wall Street. Okay, but to me, as a customer, let me do what I want to do. I hate Apple. Apple is a love-hate relationship, like Google. But the hate is more extreme because it comes to price. Because can you actually be mad at Apple? Like, do they actually make bad products? Let's be honest. Do they make bad laptops? No, they don't. So can you actually be mad at them? No. Why? What? I am so mad right now. Why is the color... I'm so pissed. Place your order. Let my order go through. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, hold on. Let me show my configuration. Okay. Apple is on the decline. Anyway, we have the space black MacBook 14 coming to the channel. I'm pissed. I hate Apple. I love Apple, but I hate them at the same time. Like, actually. Ugh! Do you guys realize what I've just done? Look at this. Look at this. These Apple execs are dancing right now. They're like, this guy. He was so excited. He bought the MacBook Pro M3. Thinking he got the space black color since that's what we advertise. Then he looks back at his order and says, whoa, space gray. How do I get the space black? Oh, I have to buy the $2,000 version with the M2 or M3 Pro, a processor I don't need, gonna give me worse battery life. For what? The color? Stupid. Stupid. And then they're gonna go to Wall Street, Q4 earnings, MacBook, billions, 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 nothing but green. Wall Street's happy, stock investors are happy, Tim is smiling like usual, and then me, as an Apple consumer, I'm sad because I'm like, well, can't pay rent for the next month, but at least I got a space gray MacBook. I'm pissed. Whatever, Apple, you won. You got me. All for a stupid color. It'll be here next Tuesday, guys. I'm excited. I am very much excited. Let me go back in the chat. I've missed a lot. Lord, I'm done. Which one did you order? I ordered the 14. I should have just got the 16-inch, honestly. Like, why not? Why not? The finance department's already mad at me. Might as well just go all out. Get the baller version. You gotta get the M3 Pro. I should have read the chat before I ordered. I'm so stupid. Oh, Lord. The whole event could have been an email. Let's still give Apple credit. I like the event. No USB-C accessories, no new Apple, no new AirPod Pro Maxes, no new Apple mouse. I don't care about that stuff. It's fine. That stuff can be. I'm more disappointed that they didn't announce any new iPads. Such a blank event. They were targeting Intel and M1 users. If you have M2 MacBook, skip. Don't waste your money. Amen. Don't waste your money if you got M2. Always here for the bigger screen. 14 is the best size. How do you feel about the new Mac? I love it. I like that. Here, let me go back. Move. I don't want to see this stupid screen anymore. I like that for the MacBook now, because I was always upset at the fact that... Okay, Apple, your page is like so confusing now. So the 13-inch MacBook Pro is gone. I hated that laptop with a passion. I always told people not to buy that laptop. Let me go down to Where is Apple's certification? Like, oh, here it is. Certified refurbished. So look, this is a laptop I always asked myself, why is Apple selling this laptop, right? Why would anyone buy this laptop? And it has the touch bar. It's the old design that nobody really wants. Has the touch bar. Like, I would say the Air is a better machine through and through. Like, look at this. This was selling last year. I really do mean the only reason to buy this laptop was for battery life. But even at that, I would say just buy a refurbished MacBook Pro 14-inch. But I am happy that they gutted the 13-inch lineup and dropped, or basically had the 14-inch be an entry-level model without actually gutting the 14-inch altogether. So you're still getting the same machine as like the $2,000 version. You're just getting a more entry-level chip, which I love. That's what I would want, even though I was dogging on the 14-inch earlier in the live stream. The 13-inch is great. The 14-inch is like a happy medium between the 15-inch and the 13-inch. It's just the thickness. It's too thick for me. But I'm happy that the 14-inch is more accessible to people. I think it's... I mean, can you argue with Apple? It's... Unless you are, like, you really need Windows, or, like, you prefer, like, the stuff that Intel offers on their CPUs. Same with AMD as well. $1,600, $1,600 or $1,500 with the education discount. This is a really competitive laptop, and I would not be surprised if this is one of the best-selling laptops on Amazon all of next year. No exaggeration, because I was going to make a video on the M1, how this has been the best-selling laptop for like 3 years. I think 4 years, actually. 3 years. $1,600 is an amazing price. Anyway, let me continue. Test performance diff does come in black. Got played. Yeah, I just got played. Whatever. Just in time for holidays. Wait, so what is up with the whole dynamic caching? We'll get into that in a second. I'm not like a hardware engineer, so I'll try to explain it the best I can. Old config versus new. Apple M2. Yada 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 yada. Get a third one. I mean, might as well. Should I get a third one? Get a 16-inch while you're at it. I mean, I can't get the 16-inch. The 16-inch is just like, whenever I see it, I'm actually like in love. I'm just like, this is the most beautiful laptop I've ever used. Like this, if you've never owned the 16-inch, it is a ginormous laptop. It's to the point where it's like, I actually cannot use this. But if you use it, you're like, wow, this is a laptop. Anyway. At this point, the 15-inch Air is useless. That is a valid argument. What is gonna happen to the 15-inch? Because look, this is what, $15.99. Let's go to the Air. $15-inch. $1,300. $300. That's tough. $300 more. You get more RAM, more storage, more ports, better. Everything is better. You're getting a smaller display, but the display quality is better. I would say this one's probably more for students. I'd argue, like, if you want a big screen and you're a student, go ahead and get the 15-inch. But, like, if you're a professional, don't even look at the Air models anymore. It's not worth it. It is not worth it. Just get the Pro models. M1 is an amazing value right now. I still think the M1 is great. It's not like your applications are going to get worse all of a sudden. It's battery life. I'm actually concerned about battery life. Does Apple have the compare thing open? Compare Mac. Let's compare the M3 14-inch with the M1. Because, dude, I don't care how powerful a computer is. If it is not efficient and lasts long, deal breaker. So the battery life is surprisingly the same. That is impressive. Because I would say M2 is higher. How is it the same? There's no way. There's no way. 5 battery life varies on configuration. Okay, what is that? Apple, all your... Oh my god. Yeah, see right here. 12 hours of wireless web. This one's 15 hours. And this is the 14-inch M3 Pro. This is the M1. Like the efficiency. And look, this is a 50-watt battery. Well, yeah, 50 watt. And the other one is 72. Like, do you guys realize how much power the Pro Series does? I don't need that, Apple. And look at this, 30 watts. 30. This is why I like the Air. It's because of this. It's just way more efficient. I don't have to carry around a huge block. I can carry around one of the small ones, get the fast charge and all that good stuff. Battery life is amazing. It's super lightweight. It's super thin. I don't need this big laptop, man. Why? Oh, they added centimeters. That's new. Maybe not. Maybe I just never noticed. Wait, I genuinely don't feel like they had the metric system on here before. Bro, 1.3 or 1.61 kg. Oh my god, thing's a brick in your pocket. I bought the 15-inch Air when it came out. Now I regret it. Good night. I mean, the 15-inch is still, like I said, it's not like your current laptop is worse. It's still going to perform. It's still going to be great. Nothing is wrong with what you previously purchased. I mean, to be completely honest, I really don't need these MacBooks. Like, if I'm being 100% honest, I don't need it. Would my life be better with these laptops? 100%. Why not? My life would be infinitely better. But my life wouldn't be infinitely worse if I didn't get these laptops. It would be the same, you know. Would this be a good time now to purchase the M2 Max MacBook from other vendors? I mean, yeah. They really didn't talk too much about like the Pro model or like the Pro chip and the Max chip. They really just focused on like M3 by itself. Oh, I'm dumb. I was comparing the Pro model. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Where's that battery life? 22. Wait. It's still the same. I mean, I'm not using the web. I'm actually using my laptop. Oh, Apple, you pissed me off, but I love you at the same time. Well, let's go to the newsroom. And let's speed through the articles that they sent out. So let's start off with the most highly anticipated product, the iMac. Psych! Let's just run through this. Same machine that I don't think I've ever seen anyone own in my life, other than unboxing videos. And you basically get the M3 chip. Nice, cool. Moving along, let's go over to the actual chips themselves. So we have a 3nm process. Great. New GPU architecture. I feel as though this is like the tick-tock that Intel had back in the day, and I feel like the odd numbers are the tick, and the even numbers are the tocks. So like the odd numbers are new stuff. Even numbers is efficient of the previous generation, or like the most previous one. So M2 is just an efficient version of M1, and then M4 is going to be an efficient version of M3. So if anything, I would actually say just stick with the talk scales. Just stick with the even ones. If you care more about longevity, you want efficiency of the architecture that was released, not a brand new architecture. Just food for thought. All right, so we have 3 new chips: M3, M3 Pro, M3 Max. These 2 chips, I have no idea what people would use for. I guess if you're like an image. Oh, okay. So before I get into this, I have a bone to pick with Apple. Look at this. Right, this is the thing that Apple showed that's new. So let's go through this. I hate when they do this. Dynamic caching, good. That's actually new. I don't know what any of this means. I'm sure it's impressive, but listen, 25 billion transistors, cool. 37 billion transistors, cool. 92 billion transistors, cool. As a technological feat, amazing. Does it really need to be here for like consumers to see? No. 3 nanometer technology, cool. Next gen architecture, cool. Advanced media engine. Okay, I don't know why AV1 decoding has such a big square. Intel and AMD has had this for a while. I think mainly Intel. Cool. I also don't know why hardware accelerated ray tracing has such a big square, but hey, it's there. This is great. I do like how they have, like, this is 25 billion, that's M3, and then this is all the configuration. So it's like a vertical between each one. I like that. 2.5 GPU rendering. I really don't know what that means. Faster 16 core. Also still don't know what that means, but that's great. I mean, it just seems very lackluster looking at this. But that's not all. What is this? This woman said M3 is 60% faster than M1 in terms of performance. She did not say, actually, let me be accurate. Let me play the video so I'm not misconstruing any words. Damn, this event really was 30 minutes. That's crazy. She said this is 60% faster than M1. But it's an image and effects. Let's see. Right here. Can you guys hear the audio, by the way?
Advanced thermal system allows you to 16-inch MacBook Pro with M3 is up to 60% faster than the 13-inch MacBook Pro with M1. So
that's it! She didn't say anything with image filtering and effects performance. What? Like, who cares? I don't want to say who cares, but like, I'm not stupid as a consumer. I mean, I know most people are stupid, but I'm not stupid. The people watching the stream, we're not stupid. I heard that and I looked at the chart. I'm like, these are 2 completely different things that we're talking about here. Is it performance or image and effects performance? Because I'm not doing no image and effects performance. I'm using my laptop for like Google Docs. What's the performance difference there? 0%? That's what I thought. Like, come on. Why you gotta lie? Who raised you, Apple? Did your parents tell you it is okay to lie? Why? Let's hear this again. Notice, image and filter and effects performance is 60% faster than M3.
in fact, The 14-inch MacBook Pro with M3 is up to 60% faster than the 13-inch MacBook Pro with M1. So it's great for working with demanding content.
That's it. I actually got angry, but I was like, hey, I'm gonna let her, like the people say nowadays, I'm gonna let her cook. She cooked and burnt me, okay? Actually, I'm not close the tab. There's something else I wanted to show. I think it was this. Okay, I liked this screen. This for the Pro was much better than just the chips, right? Even though it's literally the same thing from like 3-4 years ago. This is new, the chips, but they already showcased that last. 11 times faster than the Intel base, so I guess there's still people who are on Intel MacBooks, which is true because I've met people in real life that are still using their Intel MacBooks, because guess what? Newsflash, they still work. They're not going to upgrade just for the sake of upgrading. So this is nice for people who are still on Intel Macs. XDR display, it's already been on there. 6 speaker system, it's already been on there. 2 display sizes, already been on there. macOS Sonoma, okay, fair enough for this to be on here because it is new. Advanced thermal architecture, maybe if I open the laptop I can see the difference, but it, from what they showed, right, like if we go back, I mean it's literally just
the advanced thermal
pulling
system
air
allows you to sustain the phenomenal
throwing it out.
performance of M3.
How much different that is from last generation, I truly don't know. Anyway, well, what happened to my... There we go. Magic Keyboard with Touch ID literally has been there since like 2015. MagSafe 3, great, but it's been on there before. Ray tracing was on the last slide, supports up to 4 external displays. Listen, if you're a baller, probably like a YouTuber who's like, I just got a new setup and I'm using 4 XDR displays. Hey, good for you. I'm still running on... Guys, do you see what I'm using, by the way? I'm using one of these external laptop screens that it's like $100. Listen, ain't no XDR display on this channel. Ain't nobody can afford that. It's like $5,000 each. Anyway, HDMI, Thunderbolt, SD card reader, also on the last generation, 16 core. Like this slide was, the only thing cool about the slide is what you see in the middle. This boy or girl. This, like, oh, the space black. That got me. That got me. I'm just pissed about this. Anyway, let me go back to the comments. That's their hypothesis that consumers have 90 IQs. Well, the chip is great, but I can't download Steam or whatever. Wait, you can't download Steam? Buddy. Let me, Steam. Okay, listen, I don't know if you're just like... I don't know if you've ever done an Apple product or Mac, but you can install Steam. Steam works on Mac. So, I mean, it's there. I don't know what problems you're having, but I'm proof that you can install Steam on Mac. Notice they didn't compare them to M2. Yep, that's fair. 8 GB on the base Pro is atrocious in daylight robbery. Wait, I don't think there is. I didn't see. Oh my god. I don't think there is. I think it starts at 16 gigabytes, no? What? Did I just order a computer that's $1,500 that has 8 gigabytes? Over, oh my god. Oh my. I'm pissed again. Apple, that's a very advanced cooling system. I am sure it is quite advanced and above my pay grade. Guys, I need to just walk for a second. What? 8 gigabytes. Just say it with me. 8 gigabytes. Are you serious? Bro, Apple actually just outplayed me. They just took my money from excitement. That's crazy. I actually just want to end the stream. Wow. Wow. That is... Let me just go to Dell real quick. I don't know 2-in-1. Oh my... Like, what? 8 gigabytes? Europe, if you're listening, hey, pass some parliament thing you guys do over there that says 8 gigabytes is no longer a thing. Like, oh my god. Where is this the XPS? Shop XPS. $14.99. 16 gigabytes. $12.49. 16 gigabytes. I really don't like this design, by the way. I mean, this is a beautiful laptop, but... Let's go to Lenovo. Oh, we gotta talk about Lenovo. Sorry, listen, if you came for the Apple stream, I'm sure you're like, oh my god, Apple. Listen, we gotta talk about the ThinkPad. I saw Raul Sanchez subscribe scary fast. Appreciate you. Please get off the screen so people can see what I'm actually trying to show you. Thank you very much. The new ThinkPad they showed off, beautiful. I don't know if it was just like the next generation, but oh, is this it? Okay, why are you showing me? I guess it's not out yet, dude. Wait, no. Lenovo, hold on. Lenovo ThinkPad next generation design. It's beautiful. Okay, stop showing me the stupid... Okay, I guess it's been out already. Anyway, I'm hyping up Lenovo for no reason. Anyway, X4 or X1 Carbon. Build your PC. With Linux? Hold up. Fedora? Hold up. What, 16? Wait, hold up. No wonder people buy ThinkPads. This is amazing. Well, I mean, if you're into tech. Right. Wait, you can get a computer booted with... Oh, that's sick. Okay. I'm excited for this all of a sudden. Hold up. Okay, we have to up the display a bit because, let's be honest, Apple displays on laptops are great. Wait, how is this one? Okay, this is too complicated. Like, Lenovo, you gotta fix this. My brain hurts. I can't do all this, so yeah, I'm going. Okay, so I may be upset at this. Bro, that's crazy though. But I really can't make the argument that Apple Bubble Timer, subscribe scary fast, appreciate you. Oh, you know what? Instead of subscribe, I'll just say that you bought a 14-inch MacBook Pro. How about that? Streamlabs. Anyway, as I was saying, I don't have any scientific or conclusive evidence that 16 gigabytes on Windows is 8 gigabytes on Mac. It's definitely not. Like, it's definitely not. But Mac is pretty efficient when it comes to its memory. And I guess with their GPU, their dynamic caching, I don't know how much that's going to help with memory swapping and the actual limited memory you have on the machine. But just give us 16, bro. Like, name bought 14-inch MacBook Pro. So I'm gonna replay this bubble timer. You just bought a MacBook Pro. How about that? Holy, I'm pissed. Francis Bongpong, you bought a base MacBook. You bought a base MacBook Air with a fan. Essentially. Look at that time. Look at that time.
You bought a base MacBook Air with a fan, lol. Okay,
I don't know why the voice is enabled. I just said that. That just added more salt to the wound. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bro, how did I not know about ThinkPads? I mean, I've always seen people with ThinkPads, but like when I was in school, ThinkPads kind of sucked. But 11, that is a steal. That is a steal. And Lenovo is, I would say, reputable. That's crazy. But they got to fix their website. That configuration, it got confusing really fast. When it came to the display, it should just be base display, anti-glare, or OLED, like Dell does. Like, just make it simple. All this, I don't even know. My head already hurts thinking about it. Linux is for losers? I agree. Linux is for losers. Like, who uses Linux? I mean, the world is powered by Windows, right? Azure for life. Are you seriously gonna... Oh, I already read that. I use an i9 3900X. Okay, first of all, what is up with this? This chat is like not moving. Like, hello? Also, the M3 has less performance cores. Does it? Bro, Apple just scammed all of us. I mean, maybe they just scammed me. Apple compare MacBook. That's crazy. Like I said, stay on the talk. Don't go on the tick schedule. Go on the even numbers. Unbelievable. So this is the M2 Pro 14-inch, and then this is the M3. So left is old, right is new. Let's go through this. Same. Up to... So you have more CPU cores, more GPU cores, more RAM. Listen, let me also refresh YouTube and see if any TechTuber has his laptop. Okay, God bless. If you see a YouTuber saying, I'm not going to name any names, I'm just saying, by the way, we have 69 likes, just want to throw that out there. If they say, I've been using this MacBook Pro 14-inch or 16-inch for a week, by the way, it has 120 gigabytes of RAM. Listen, what are you doing with your life? Like, I genuinely want to know what you are doing with your life if you have 128 gigabytes on a laptop. It is ludicrous. Ludicrous. It makes no sense to have a laptop with that much RAM. Listen, Apple, it's a technological feat. I'm glad you can shove 120 gigabytes into a computer. But it's unnecessary. And if a TechTuber is saying, I've been using it for the past week, I got a 16 core CPU, 48 GPU core, 128 gigabytes of RAM, 8 terabytes of storage. I just want you to ask yourself, did they buy that machine? I just want you to ask yourself that question when you hear that. Did they buy that machine themselves? I'm not going to name any names. I'm just saying, if you see somebody with this configuration, you might want to, you know, I've been using this $7,000 laptop for a week, provided by Apple. Listen, I can go down a rabbit hole ranting about this, but listen, just ask yourself that question. I'm not even gonna entertain that idea. Let's continue. Interesting. So I guess since the GPU is more efficient, you lose a CPU core, so I guess that's understandable. And then you have this additional line of hardware acceleration. Let me zoom in. Why can't I zoom in? There we go. Pro raw, blah blah blah, blah, blah. AV1 decoding, great. Okay, why isn't this updating? It's actually triggering me. I'm just gonna put the chat there myself. I'm about to just do that right now. Might as well, right? Let's add timestamps and pop out chat. Let me just put the chat right here. Let me just zoom in. Right? Is this not easier? Like all these widgets, all this blah blah who blah. It's just easier having the chat right here. Will it run Cyberpunk? Probably not. Oh wait, I need the chat. The most people. Oh my god, YouTube, why is your chat so trash? I'm trying to highlight. Alright, we are just going to put you in timeout, publicly shame you, bada bing, bada boom. Framework laptop. Okay, let's talk about framework. Okay, listen, I got ADHD, I bounce around topics like crazy. Let's focus on the comparison real quick. So, we have AV1 decoding. If you don't know what AV1 is, it's just new. Listen, it's good. It's good that it's there. I can't explain the specificities of AV1 encoding. I just know that it compresses a lot more detail. What in the world? If you don't get this off my screen. I just know it compresses a lot more. It's way more taxing to do the encoding and encoding of it. But if you have the hardware to do it, it is preferred that you do that. I know a lot of, I believe 4K videos on YouTube now are encoded in AV1. I believe most smartphones nowadays have AV1 encodings on them. So AV1 is the future. We just need the hardware to do it. So it's nice that we have that there. Also, the memory bandwidth is smaller. Keep in mind, these are the Pro chips, guys. Pro chips. All right, moving on to the Macs. Memory bandwidth is the same. Cores are the same. GPU, we have a little bit more. And I think this is what people were talking about. Oh, no. So we still have GPU cores as well. Oh, this is what someone else was talking about. So we're losing 2 performance cores for the sake of moving them to the efficiency cores. Only one is going to. I don't really know if people are going to notice that, but I don't know. I feel like performance cores are what pros are wanting. I don't know how the architecture is that much different on M3. I mean, we're gonna see benchmark scores. Like I said, I always say this. I don't think Apple would make a worse product from Apple Silicon from the previous generation. So in terms of like raw performance, I think that M3, even though these are different, it's probably going to be better than the M2 Pro. Aspire 705, bought a MacBook Pro 14-inch. Where am I from, Spiderfish? I'm from Manhattan City, where you save lives every single day. So moving on to the M2 and M3 Max. Overall, looks pretty much the same. We just have a little bit more breathing room on the cores that we have. And same old with the media engine. We just have an AV1 decoder. Base memory has been increased, so 18 gigabytes, 32 gigabytes. This is where it gets a little bit confusing, but basically there's different CPU configurations with the Max models. So if you have the more CPU heavy Max, you can also pair that with bigger RAM. So you can't use the 16-inch CPU core and get 96 gigabytes of RAM. If you're buying more than 64, just buy a desktop. That's my honest opinion. I'll just leave it there. M3 Max is only reserved for the 8TB model. Once again, this is... I don't know who's buying 8TB on a laptop, but if you are, you're probably a business, so more power to you. I'd say 1TB is probably my max for me. 2TB is pushing it. Definitely will not go over 2TB, but yeah. In terms of display, everything looks pretty much identical. It's just that SDR is a little bit brighter, so that's great in terms of sustained brightness. All this is the same. The weight is the same. Looks like the cases and stuff are going to be identical. The weight is slightly heavier. Camera's the same. Speakers are the same. Yep. Backlit keyboard, same. Wi-Fi 6E, Bluetooth 5.3, 3 Thunderbolt 4, that's all good. Yada yada yada. Series trash. Bigger battery that we can see. With a more powerful chip, we are now getting a 70-watt USB-C adapter, and then we still have that good old 96-watt one. And then the fast charger is only capable of the 96. I'm annoyed. So yeah, that is the... I don't know. Now the M2 Pro seems like a compelling product to buy, to be honest. The benchmarks and the test are going to be fun next week. I still think the M3 Pro is probably going to be the better chip overall, but value for your money, M2 might be the king of next year. Okay, so did I miss anything? Blah, 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 blah. The platforms like Instant YouTube use AV1, Samsung Gallery on my phone doesn't play AV1. Wait, really? Tragic. Did you already talk about the fact that it is 8 gigabytes? Yeah, you can go back. I was walking around my apartment when I figured out that it was 8 gigabytes for a 16-inch. Tragic. I think so. There is a lot of dislike about desktop on Mac, GNOME, KDE, hell, even Windows. Even I hate Windows. I've actually grown to like Windows. Shockingly. What Apple is best for small business owner? I'd say it depends what you do. I would say if you're running a business, you probably want to be safe. You can get away with using the Air, but I'd probably get a Pro if you're like a business owner, in my humble opinion. I really do feel like the Air models are kind of reserved for students. Yes, you can get away with using the Air, but if you are running a business, you need your T's crossed and your I's dotted, and I'd say go for the Pro. Do you think this Apple event had to happen because Qualcomm released their new chips? Not too sure. I mean, I think they always talk about their Pro stuff in October, or like more hardware stuff in October, so I think it's just pure coincidence. The best thing to do is buy a refurbished 16-inch. Hey, that might be. Might be. Only 2 Thunderbolts on M3. What the... Alright, now it's time to look at the M3 by itself compared to the... What should we compare it to? I'm going to compare it to the M2 Pro of last year because I think the price is going to be similar. On the used market, at least, for the 14-inch M2 Pro. So same old display. You're already getting better CPU. You're getting a much better GPU. Once again, this is up to though, so take it with a grain of salt. So you're getting double the performance cores. Okay, now that the dust has settled, the 14-inch M3, for people who like new, because listen, I know people who are like, oh, I only want new stuff. I don't want to touch used. Listen, understandable. Not my speed. I'll buy used any day of the week. This was actually used. But like the used market for Apple products, especially with Apple Silicon, is so good. And I would say M2 Pro, if you bought this, you probably lucked out. You're getting double the performance cores. Efficiency cores are the same. You're getting a better GPU, more bandwidth to work with. I mean, you are getting an AV1 decoder, but I mean, that stuff's hard to like encode and decode as well. But I mean, since it has like a hardware encoder on there, it's not that bad, but whatever. We don't care about the Mac stuff because that's whatever. You're getting double the storage. I mean, double the memory, my bad. You're getting the same exact display. Sure, the display gets brighter for 100 nits like on SDR, but most people are probably not going to notice. If you're a photo person, like you do a lot of photo editing, you're probably going to notice, but I just hit auto on a whole bunch of stuff and call it a day. Ain't nobody got time for that. You're getting... Apple doesn't say they changed their speakers, but their speakers do sound different per year. Same wireless stuff. You're right. 2 Thunderbolt ports. Hopefully they're not on the same side. You're getting 3... Yeah. You're comparing the... Yes, I know I'm comparing the M2 Pro versus the regular M3 and not M3 Pro. I know, because I think on the used market, these two are going to be the same price. Like this brand new is $14.99 or $15.99. M2 Pro is probably going to be the same price. So the question is, do you buy a new 14-inch M3 or do you just buy a used 14-inch M2 Pro? Value for money, it's going to be the used one. I'm actually disappointed in Apple. Let's take a look at this actually. Let's go to the refurbished store, MacBook Pro 14-inch. And yeah, look at this. Do you buy a refurbished, which is basically brand new M2 Pro, or do you buy a brand new M3? There is no way I am touching this M3. I'll tell you that right now. There's no chance. And I would say before reviewers start putting out like saying, hey, just go buy this on the used market, these things are probably going to go by quick. There's no reason not to buy this over the M3. Now, if you want to buy the M3 Pro, completely different story, right? Now, it's not really apples to apples. At that point, I'd say if you're buying new, hey, just go with the brand new $2,000 version. But if you're trying to get value for your money, oh yeah, that's also true. Like, it's not like the M1 Pro is bad either. Wait, yeah, the M1 Pro had the new display and everything too. Dude, Apple just, they made M1 too good. Because, yeah, they made M1 too good, pretty much. $2021. Yeah. I mean, these are all the expensive models. This one probably has a terabyte of storage. That's why it's so expensive. Yeah, terabyte, that's why. Because this price is really high for a 14-inch. The M1 is just too good. The one thing I wish Apple did, which I know they will never do, is why can't I just plug in my iPhone into a display and run macOS? Like, I want to know how, if the A17 Pro can play console games, this thing for sure can run an OS. And like in tight situations, I don't want to use an iPad. It's too small. I want like a desktop-like interface. And if I'm on the go, let me just plug this into a display and use macOS. Like Samsung DeX. It doesn't even have to be like a full-fledged macOS. Just do like a limited version of macOS where it's just like the essential apps. Safari, Mail app, Messages, iMovie, like your first party apps, you can have that on there. Photos, all that can be loaded on. That's it. They need you buying the product. Yep. All right, let's look at Framework. I have never bought a Framework laptop before. Oh, Lord. Should we watch Dave's video? I'd watch Linus, but he's invested in it, so I don't want any biasm towards it. Why would you need an iPad then? To draw. Take notes. Whatever you would need a pencil for. I don't know. I'd like... Okay, so one thing I will say, because when I went to the Philippines, I noticed a lot of people had an iPad over a MacBook. And I think it's really just... Oh yeah, I guess you're right. What is the need of an iPad then? But yeah, the mobility of just carrying around a device like a tablet is just... It's just easier. Like most of the things people do is on a web browser, and if that's all you need, you really can get away with a tablet. And if your phone can basically do the same thing by just like loading up on a display or whatnot. All right, let's watch Dave's video.
Ever since gaming laptops even became a thing, there's this...
What kind of quality is this? You better bump this up to the 4K 60.
Ever since gaming laptops even became a thing, there's this one problem that plagues the entire product category. You cannot replace the graphics cards on these things because they're baked right onto the motherboard, right? You go out, buy this new gaming laptop, it's super expensive, and it's awesome for a little...
By the way, if anyone knows where Dave has this hoodie, please link it in the comments.
While, but then a few years later, when the new GPUs come out, you can't upgrade to it. You literally have to buy a whole new system, and it's ridiculous. Like, now that I think about it, what kind of idiot buys gaming laptops? It's why people meme on gaming laptops so hard, right? It's not so much the price or the performance, it's the fact that you can't upgrade the GPUs. But recently, I saw this.
I did say Philippines. But like even when I go to universities, like a lot of the people just have iPads. But for anyone who owns a Framework laptop, what is the build quality on these things? I'm curious. Because with stuff snapping into place, how good is the quality?
You can do that?
So the company that made this is Framework. They made that 13-inch modular device that I reviewed before, but now they have a 16-inch device. It's more powerful, it's more upgradable, and it's more modular. Now, on the back of this device is a rear-mounted expansion bay. So this guy, this laptop Chad, is attaching a graphics module to a gaming laptop. Like, this is one of the most interesting things I've seen in laptops this entire year. Now, the idea of this isn't new. Like, we've seen other companies attempt these upgradable graphics module systems for devices, but invariably, those companies have always abandoned those projects prematurely. Like, the most recent one is probably Alienware's Area 51M, and other companies have tried this as well, but it never pans out. But I think there's two things that make it drastically different for Framework's attempt at this. So the first is that these modules are very cleverly designed, and they're unlike anything we've seen before. So they use a PCIe 4x8 connection, and you can connect like GPUs, NVMe's, AI accelerator cards, basically anything that connects via PCI can be connected with this module. But the other things that these modules contain is the system fans. So like the device itself, the laptop base unit doesn't have any fans in it. You need to connect one of these expansion modules to cool the device. But in doing so, it allows you to change the cooling system based on the needs of the user. So they have two kind of sample modules here. So in this first module, it has some NVMe slots and the system fans. There's no discrete GPU in here, and this module is the same thickness as the regular laptop. It's not a particularly thick device and doesn't extend out the back very much. But they had a second module with a discrete GPU inside it, and they have to pair this one with a bigger and more capable thermal system. So it makes the module a little bit thicker and it extends out the back a little bit more. But the idea being, when you get a more powerful GPU and you upgrade to it, you get an appropriately equipped thermal system for that new GPU. And this is a problem that the previous attempts at this could not solve. Like, even if you had a company that had upgradable GPUs in the past, you couldn't get an upgrade to the thermal system. And that was one of the reasons why a lot of these companies just discontinued these lines, because NVIDIA would make these new GPUs awesome, but the laptops couldn't handle the thermal output of the new GPUs. So you couldn't use them. But this modular system, it solves that. Now, the second thing that's unique to Framework is that it's Framework. Framework is a company that only deals with modular and upgradable and repairable systems, right? If you think about any other company that has attempted something like this, so let's say like Lenovo or Asus or Alienware, if they make a modular laptop system that gains traction and it's successful, it takes away from their regular laptop sales. You know what I'm saying? Like, it cannibalizes their regular laptop sales to the point where there's just not a strong incentive to excel at the modular laptop ecosystem. But with Framework, that's all they do. There's so much incentive for them to figure out how to make this work and to stick with that program for the long term. Now, on the 16-inch, just like the 13, you can open it up and replace the CPU and motherboard, the RAM, the storage, the screen, like all the good stuff can be swapped out. And it now has 6 slots for their I/O modules,
Yeah, we got that.
and a number pad and layout if you want that vanilla keyboard experience. But if you want to, you can pop off the panels on the sides and then reposition the keyboard to the left and drop in a number pad, and you can reposition the trackpad on the bottom so you can have it centered to the alpha keys, or you can have it centered to the keyboard. It's just really customizable with open source support for developers. And I gotta say, there was something about that ad that just resonated nicely with me. Like, it's a little bit cheesy when they're drawing a comparison to someone building a desktop, and it's obviously stylized, but there was something about the message that just felt good. You know what I mean? Like these parts clicking in and out, it just feels like a practical new way for laptops to be. And then the funny thing is that after I saw this video, on the sidebar, YouTube recommended this other ad from Alienware, and the contrast was just, my God. Like, you know what Alienware wants you to do with their $5,000 laptop? They want you to draw attention to you and your lights. Like, what kind of messaging is that? Imagine being in the library, reading a book, and some dude comes in, plugs in his laptop, and it's like a flashbang went off. Don't be that guy. There's a couple other things I noticed in the announcement. The screen is a 16:10 aspect ratio, but there's...
All right, I think I got it. Interesting. I mean, $13.99 isn't bad. $13.99 ain't bad. Q2 of next year? Are you serious? It's a bit of a wait. Wait, dude, you don't even have to buy this, right? You can just buy it like this and not do anything. Well, I bought the MacBooks honestly, we pretty much understand that they're just fumbling all this stuff. Although the efficiency cores are like double what was on M1, but it's almost like the Pixel to me when Google was talking, like they didn't compare to their immediate predecessor. They always refer back to the Pixel 6. And I feel like Apple's doing the same thing where it's like they're really just showing how much better it is to M1, not so much M2. And they probably just don't want to showcase like how good of a job they did with M2. Like look at this, neural performance 50% faster. It's faster, but it's not that much faster compared to M1. And saying it out loud doesn't sound that great either, right? You might as well say M3 is 60% faster than M1 versus M3 is 15% faster. Yeah, gaming on the MacBook, it's there. I can't really talk about the Macs. And look at this. The Macs is such a small snippet in this entire article. Just this one paragraph, because it's like, I really don't know who's buying Max chips. Which doesn't make sense to me. Unless you really want this computer to be your desktop, by all means. But yeah, I will have the MacBooks next Tuesday. I will also try to pick up an M2 Pro because, once again, I think that is where most people are probably going to spend their money on. I think that's where the value of your money is going to be. But yeah, I will see you guys next Tuesday. I mean, I'm going to post videos this week. But yeah, hopefully you enjoy the stream. Hopefully you enjoy the event. Also, I'll probably get the OnePlus Open later. Hopefully. God, so much money I'm spending. But hopefully I didn't miss any comments. I think I got most of them. Moore's Law is over. Yes, sir. For students, iPad is amazing, but Apple limiting sucks. If sign-on is possible, you can write anything on it. Yeah. Alright guys, I will see you later in the week. By the way, we just crossed 75,000 subs. Appreciate everyone who has been with me, or I should say been with us this entire journey. We're getting close to 100K. Can we do it the rest of the year? I do not know, but once again, really do appreciate all the support throughout the years. I did say if I get 100K before the end of the year, I will get the Apple Vision Pro. So we'll see you guys later. Let you guys know about what I do. But until next time.